Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we will be talking about Riqui Puig and Barcelona B. The next topic that we are going to be talking about is about Pjanic. Then we will be talking about the Ballon d'Or decision that happened a couple of hours ago, and lastly we will be talking about Neymar Jr. So we do have a lot to discuss, and we are first going to start with Riqui Puig Araujo and Ansu Fati. So yesterday there was a decision that had to be made between FC Barcelona and Barcelona B. I know it's the same team, but these two teams, which is the first team and Barcelona B, had to make a decision. Is Riqui Puig, Ansu Fati and Araujo going to be used for the Barcelona B semi-final match? And if not all three, which of those three players can be used for the Barcelona B match? Because as we all know, Barcelona B is headed towards a semi-final match, and it is going to be one of their most important matches. And again, Riqui Puig, Ansu Fati and Araujo are those three options. And so now we do have confirmation from multiple sources stating that Araujo does travel and will be available to play the semifinals on Thursday with Barcelona B. Then we have Alfredo Martinez stating Araujo travels to Malaga to help Barcelona B in the promotion phase. Riqui Puig has ankle discomfort and is not advisable to play, and Ansu chooses to reserve himself for the first team in the Champions League. And so it is all official. Araujo will be that player out of those three players to go play that semifinal match with Barcelona B. And we are going to have Ansu Fati and Riqui Puig be reserved for the match against Napoli. And so there are two things that I do want to say about this, right? Because I believe that what we are hearing here is huge news, and I'm going to explain why I'm saying that. So the first thing, while yes, it's true, of course we are going to have Riqui Puig and Ansu Fati be reserved for the Napoli match, because we do have two players who are going to be suspended for the match against Napoli, which is Arturo Vidal, who did get a red card against Napoli in the last match, and we also have Busquets, who will be suspended because I believe that he did pick up a yellow card, which means that he will miss the second leg. And that is why we are hearing Riqui Puig enter this match against Napoli. And while that is true, right, the second thing that I want to point out is that this is absolutely huge, right? Regardless of what happened in the first match and why those two players will not be there, regardless of that, this is absolutely huge for Riqui Puig. Because if you really think about it, he went from, okay, we're going to grab this player from the Barcelona B team and use him whenever we do need him. He went from that, then going to, this is a player that we need in the first team, and he will not be going to the Barcelona B team. And that is only telling us what Barcelona really do think about Riqui Puig. Like, they do want to save him. They don't want him to go back to the Barcelona B team. They believe that he is good enough and good enough to make Barcelona better. And keep in mind, Riqui Puig could have been used for that match in the semi-final. Like, he's young. He can't take playing in the Barcelona B team and go into the first team 4 to 5 days later. But because Barcelona do want to reserve Riqui Puig, could that tell us that Barcelona might potentially start Riqui Puig in that starting 11 against Napoli? And again, that's huge news. I'm glad to see Riqui Puig really take that step up and inform Barcelona what type of player Riqui Puig could be. Now, my only worry is that Barcelona did choose to use Araujo to play that semifinal match, and who knows, he could get injured in the semifinal match and then miss that match against Napoli. And we never know, Barcelona might need Araujo if Lenglet's injury does get extended, especially knowing that we do lack a lot of options in our back line. And we also know that Araujo is currently playing extremely well. We did see how he played in the last match, and so I would really like to see Araujo play in that UCL. So hopefully everything goes well with Araujo in that semifinal match. Let's hope that he does not get injured, and maybe potentially see Araujo also participate in the match against Napoli. And lastly, I do want to end it with Gabriel Sanz stating Ansu Fati had suffered a blow in the game against Alaves. He had appeared for the training session today with a bandaged ankle. However, the reason why he and Riqui Puig weren't selected to play for the B team was so that they are ready for the UCL. And so this is nothing serious. Ansu Fati and Riqui Puig are okay. Everything that did happen to them is just something extremely minor. We should expect to see Riqui Puig and Ansu Fati extremely fit for the UCL match against Napoli. And so I'm so excited to see these two players in and participate, and let's hope that they both have great games in that UCL match. Now we will be talking about Pjanic. And so recently Pjanic has really been standing out all over the media lately, because what Pjanic did in that last match, we really did see Pjanic play his game, and Juventus did come off that game tying 3-3. But what really needed to be paid attention in that match was how Pjanic did perform, because he did come off that match with 2 assists, and with those 2 assists it showed that he had quick decision making and that he was able to find the passing lanes that not many midfielders could find. And that was extremely satisfying to see, to show what Pjanic is capable of. And what Pjanic did show in that match with Juventus is exactly what Barcelona does need. The only thing that we do ask from Pjanic is that he can bring this consistently. And if he can do that, he will be a contender to start in the starting 11. And let's say that Pjanic does end up bringing the consistency and does bring out great displays day in, day out with Juventus. What is that going to say for players like Rakitic and Arturo Vidal? And we do have a report coming from Javi Miguel stating Pjanic is coming to be a starter. Rakitic will not continue and Vidal will also leave if there's a good offer. And that's the big question, right? Is like, what is going to happen with Pjanic and Rakitic? Because with the emergence of Riqui Puig and the new arrivals of Alenya, Pedri and Pjanic, Rakitic and Vidal are going to have to be a must sell. There is no way we're going to be able to see Alenya, Pedri, Pjanic, De Jong, Busquets, Rakitic and Vidal in one team. And so let's hope that Barcelona, the sporting directors, handle this situation well, because one of my biggest fears is that if this is not handled well, having all of these midfielders in will greatly hinder the growth of players like Riqui Puig, Pedri and Alenya. Now moving on to the next topic of the day, and we are going to be talking about the Ballon d'Or. So it is official that there will be no Ballon d'Or this year, and that France Football did come out with a statement stating such a year cannot and should not be treated as an ordinary year. We do not want to put an incredible at risk on the prize list that says trophy won in exceptional circumstances due to the COVID-19 health crisis, meaning that Messi will continue to be the holder of the Ballon d'Or until next year in 2021. And it's understandable, right? I understand that there will be no Ballon d'Or this year because we did have a break which lasted about 2 to 3 months, meaning that it's going to be extremely hard to calculate who was the best player in this year, because with that break many teams did have to play every 2 to 3 days. Some leagues did finish early. And with that being said, right, let's just ask ourselves who would have won the Ballon d'Or this year, and let's just rate these players based off the performances and how many times they did show up for their team, right? Very basic ratings. And in my opinion, my top 5 for the Ballon d'Or this year, and I'm assuming that Bayern wins the UCL in this year, it would be number 5, Van Dijk, number 4, Neymar Jr, number 3, Kevin De Bruyne, number 2, Lionel Messi, and number 1, Lewandowski. That will be my top 5 for the year, and that is with me assuming that Bayern do win the Champions League. Let me know your top 5 list for the Ballon d'Or this year. I would love to hear it. Let me know down in the comment section below. And so again, it is official, no Ballon d'Or in this year. We're going to have to wait until December 2021. Lastly, I do want to end it with some news about Neymar Jr. And the reason why I do want to bring this news up is because I have been asked multiple times on what I do think about this rumor. And when I read this, I'm like, look, listen, anyone can guess if this rumor or report is true or not, but I'm going to explain it here so everyone can see and find out. And they stated PSG demands 72 million euros plus Dembele for Neymar Jr. And like I said before, this report here is fake from top to bottom. The source that's claiming this report is not credible at all, and the journalist is not reliable at all either. But it makes sense, right? It makes sense that people would want to really dig into this report, because Barcelona right now do welcome swap deals. Like, they do want to swap other players for another player, like we did see between Arthur Melo and Pjanic. But like I said before, this story is fake from top to bottom. And just to top it all off, we have to remember that PSG asked Neymar Jr. for his full commitment until the Champions League is over. Then PSG will negotiate with other teams if Neymar does decide to leave PSG. And let me ask you guys this. So why would PSG inform Neymar Jr. that, then later on try to negotiate a deal with FC Barcelona on a swap deal before the UCL even starts? And so that's my point, right? This report is fake from top to bottom. We are not going to hear no Neymar news until the Champions League is over for PSG. And that is where we stand today. Nothing on Neymar. Anything that you do here before PSG do get knocked out or win the Champions League is extremely fake. Barcelona and PSG will negotiate most likely starting after August 15th. And so that'll be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. And again, thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.